Well, afternoon all. I just sort of nipped down the beach for a couple of hours just to get the last hour and a half of low water. I did think we'd gone off the boat this afternoon, but there's a northeasterly, a bit of swell on the beach, and also there's a, as you see, there's a sea fog rolled in. You can't see much around us. There's a lot there, can't see much. I thought I'd just do a couple of hours on the beach. There should be a hound or two about now. Some big wise. First one I just got out and baited up. I ain't got much of a bait on it because the bait's still virtually frozen. But I just got a single clip down with a 2-0 paternoster on the end. I'm going to bang that out and then I'll get the other rod out. And as per usual, the other rig is a 2-hook flapper. I'll put a bit of squid on top and bottom hook. Just the only bait was defrosted at the minute. But I'll get that out because I only got about an hour and a half to the low water, so I ain't got much time. So I just got bait out what he's defrosted, and hopefully the other will defrost pretty sharpish. Now the beach buddies all set up, nice and comfortable out of the northeasterly wind. It's a little bit cool, chill with that breeze and obviously a bit of sea mist. But I thought I've probably got, maximum hour and a half, if that really. Probably just do like last hour and a half of the tide. I got several baits, and also I might do the first hour or so of the flood. See how that go. Obviously, like I've just shown you, I got a single hook clip down with a pedal on it for anything a bit bigger, and then the usual 2-hook flapper. They normally sort out most fish around here. They give you a lot of options. That's the good thing. 2 rigs, plenty of options. The beach has changed a hell of a lot since the last come down. If you look along there, there's a low all the way along the beach, and that's wet as hell, so that's been filled up on the last high water. You got a bit of a heap here and then it go down. So let's see how that get on. Obviously I can't be here too long. That flood start flowing, that'll soon get over this hump and backfill the beach, and that'll be game over. Like I've got my chest waders on, so if I do have to wade through it I will, but obviously I wouldn't go stupid and more than ankle. I should get through that as less than ankle deep really. Well, bait wise I've got a few squid, a heron, and in my bag I've got half a dozen hermits defrosting. That should be ideal sort of bait for what I'm looking at here. Heron for scratching, squid and hermits for the old hounds, and let's see how we get on. I haven't been on the beach in ages, gagging. Look like a good bite there. I think I've got a hound on. Well, you can't complain with that for the first cast on the 2-hook flapper, can you? That must be like £5–6 I imagine. something around that. That was a lovely fish, first cast. Can't complain with that. Got to get that unhooked and get that back. You see, little bit of squid just in the mouth. Perfect hook hold. Well, isn't that typical? I always get the better fish on the 2-hook flapper. How many times I've done that, I don't know. But that rod well wrapped round then. That's a lovely fish, that's the first hound of the year. All on a bit of squid and a 2-hook flapper. Unbelievable. That was well received and I was very happy to catch that. That's the first one I had on the beach this year. Lovely fish, that's a female. That's gone back to swim another day. They do fight well, that's one of the best fighting fishes on our beaches. Obviously you can't compare it to the toot and that sort of thing, but for the size they do well. I got to admit, fishing for hounds is exciting, waiting for that rod to double up. That rod was like a hound that bent right over. It was bloody exciting, I should really set the drag really. So it did double up on that tripod, that really did. Banged right round. I'll get back to it again soon. Well, I better give the first rod a reel in, bait that up again. Look, the old mate weed is here and a bit of normal weed. No one want to watch me pick that off, so we'll stop recording. Well, I've just baited up both rods, and as you can see on that last video, that the distance one with the pedal on, that had loads of bits of mayweed and little bits of weed all the way along it. That was a bit of a nightmare. If you're getting a good hound, you just got to walk back up the beach backwards. Bit of a nightmare really, but there you go. But I just reeled in the 2-hook flapper, what isn't so far out, it was only about 40 yards out, and that had a lot of weed covering all hooks. All this frilly weed covering both hooks and lead. There wasn't nothing up the line, it was just all on the trace. But we'll see how it goes. I'm still happy with that first fish on the first cast. Can't complain really, can I? Got to be lucky once. Well, the start of that weed must mean one thing, that tide's easing. That might ease a little bit quicker up here compared to like the tide table, but there you go. So just now got out the old hermits, they're now started to frost lovely. So I just took out the shell and that like a crack, that's gonna be a cracking bait, that will. See how that go. Price of a peeler crab, I ain't paying that, 150 each for a little old crab. This hermits will have to be a good second best. Well, everyone like to do baits slightly different. That's how I like to do my hermits. I like to put the first hook in his tail, what's the juicy bit, and then have a couple of claws and legs dangling free, and then just tie a couple of legs and a claw to the top hook. There's a little bit of squid underneath it as well, so there's a little bit of a cocktail bait, a little bit more scent. We'll go from there. See if Mr. Smooth Round want to have him. I'd eat it. Nom nom nom. Well, that's trap set. Left hand rod 2-hook flapper with the old squid, and right hand rod is the little sliver of squid and hermit crab cocktail. You have a little bit more faith with crab than you do squid. When I was in the boot the other day, I said to the old man, keep the hermits, and he go, what do you got to keep them old things for? I've never done any good on them. All I caught is hounds on them, on the lines. I went, exactly, that's what I want them for. I'm a bit too tight to pay $1.50 for a crab, but if I can get hermits for free, that's a result. Is that a little knock on that left hand rod then? Let's see what's going on here then. Well, after that first cast, it's all gone very quiet. I just reeled in that hermit and it hadn't been touched. So now I put a bit of hermit and big bit of squid on as a cocktail. Give that a go. So it's got to be slack water now or starting to flood. Had a few little knocks, I think they've only been crab, but then there's a lot of fish here. When you get a half tidy smooth round first cast, you think I'm in a bit of a winner here, but maybe they're just on the ebb. As soon as that tide eases, there's water slowed down, drop the weed out of it, and getting quite a bit of weed on the baits, but I'm not getting nothing else. First cast, all beginner's luck, should we say. But it's starting to flood now, so I don't know if we'll see any more, but we'll give it a go. I've only been here an hour, ain't very long, is it? Well, that took until the first of the flood to get another fish. Ain't a huge fish in here, doggy, but after waiting an hour and a half for it, that was very much obliged. We'll get this little old doggy back and get it baited up. See, it's caught on the 2-hook flapper, right in the corner of the mouth. Easy peasy. See, people always use big hooks and stuff, but you ain't got to. And sometimes 2-hook flappers are as good as anything. Although that flood's started to come through, let's hope we get 1 or 2 fish. I can't be here too much longer because the tide started to rise. It's so bad here, but if you look up here, I don't know if you can see that might be too misty, but the water's now come over and started to fill that low up. So that low is going to fill up along here and cut me off. So I ain't got too much longer here. Probably another half an hour. So I'll make it like a couple of hour session. That will have to do. I would like to wink like one more fish. Should be getting that smoothie the first cast. Pretty typical, isn't it? That's still lovely to see though. That's the first proper smoothie of the year, so I'm happy with that, to be honest. Come here, target achieved. What more do you want? Well, the flood is now coming through. You can see, look at that. Top of the trace. And the hook bait and the lead. That's totally pointless, isn't it? And look at the other rod. The line's gone right round. So it's virtually exactly 2 hours since I've been here. And I've been weeded out. So like, you got to come here on the ebb. There's just a lot of weed on the flood. That ain't looking good, is it? Well, while packing up that first rod, what was all full of weed, the other rod went round, so to reel it in, well, that's the leader knot. Size 9, foot for comparison. Then you go down, and that's the trace. There's a bloody great lump there, and all the hook baits are covered. So that's me finished. I'll pick all that off and then put both rods away. That's exactly 2 hours after I started, so I had a little bit of a session. That was enjoyable enough. I have thoroughly enjoyed it. First hound, can't complain with that. It is what it is, isn't it? At least I know now there's plenty of weed on the flood. I should have come, wish I would have come down here a little bit earlier, but I had work, so there you go. A little bit more of the ebb would have been nice. Seems like there's the odd smoothie on the ebb, but now the flood's through, that's just a weed fest. Well, as soon as I pack up and got to the top of the cliffs, you can, mist has started to clear, but you can certainly see up there where, so zoom in, where it's all backfill there. So it need to be that long before it backfill and come all the way along. That north is obviously can see a low when that northerly's cut all the beachway there. But that was a thoroughly enjoyable session. I did enjoy it. I didn't get a huge amount of fish, but target was a smoothie and I got a half decent sized one, like £5 mark, something like that, so I'm all happy. Okay then, thanks for watching, catch you next time, have fun, bye.